This is you in my beautiful game of League of Legends. Perhaps you bonobos want to reach gold. Perhaps some of you are good and you want to reach Challenger. Well, my associates and I are here to guide you along your journey. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Aint Inting Association. Today's topic will be discussing inting, or intentionally feeding as well known in the League community. Before we dive headfirst into this disgusting topic that has haunted so many people's games, I'd like to share with you a case study that one of my team members experienced firsthand. Hello everybody, my name is Ravdwag. I am the top laner as a part of this Aint Inting Association. And so what I want to talk to you about today is this Gwen gameplay. Now, she died 21 times. You couldn't even get a whole school of goth kids to die that many times. In my opinion, there's three major things you can do to give your team a chance to win without throwing even harder than you already are. The first option is you can make plays. The second option is you can focus on split pushing to draw pressure away from team fight. And then the third option is you can build tank. All of them have their pros and cons. Now what this Gwen did was she decided to make plays, so she chose the first option. In this video I'm going to focus on this first option. What does this do? How are you able to help your team when you're inting by making plays? So the first step in this strategy is you want to build damage. You want to build as much damage as you possibly can when you're doing this specific play style. And the reason why is because you are worth 0 gold, right? So what is the significance of this? Her gold is worth -250, which means when she's worth no gold, is Gwen's value is soaking damage. And if you're wanting to do this play style, is the steps that you're going to need is one, you're going to need good mechanics, damage items. You're just going to engage constantly. It's going to allow your team to be able to clean up kills that you want to DPS. So when you're doing this playstyle, DPS, and then you die, and your team cleans up the rest. That is the goal of this playstyle, is you want to make plays for your team, absolutely dump your kit, and then hope your team can clean up, right? You give your team opportunities to win fights. So by being engaged, by dumping your kit, by being able to DPS and have high damage, you're able to give your team an avenue to win fights that normally they would lose. Another pro that this playstyle has is that you can get shutdowns and get more gold for more damage and just complete this cycle over and over again. So it is a very good thing, and it can also help you segue into later game, right? Cons of this strategy is you need a high damage or high scaling champ. The biggest con about this playstyle is it is team reliant. If your team is bad and you try to do this style of like constantly engaging in fights, you're gonna cause wipes. You're gonna cause your team, if they don't clean up properly or don't play it well, you're gonna cause team wipes, right? So what I want to take a look at is the game itself. Why did this playstyle work in this scenario? Why was it okay? Why was it good? And how did this Gwen utilize it to win the match? So the first 3 clips that I want to look at is this first one. Gwen utilizes her 2-item power spike. Even though she is down 2 levels on the Volibear and getting ganked by the Rengar, she knows she's stronger and can utilize her Conqueror and items to focus on winning the 2v1. This second clip, I'd like to focus on the fact that she is playing equal with team on map pressure. So we're doing a 1-2-1 split while the jungler's off farming, and she is focusing on taking both the inner, the inhibitor tower, and the inhibitor. She does pull 3 people off, and the Kayle and Senna have backed off, so she is overstaying here, but she was able to open up the top lane, which provided an immense amount of value. Now this third option, I'd like to focus on the fact that a Baron timer is about to come up. So what she does is she looks and sees that the Rengar is looking for a behind flank on her Zyra and Senna, and she immediately goes in with the Wukong. This is a good team engage, and they start focusing on the fight. Now, she goes for Volibear because Volibear is a good frontline tank, and the Rengar is dealt with. And as you can see in this fight, the Janna ends up wrapping around to help assist the Volibear, but all the DPS is going on the Gwen. But the bigger threats here are Senna and Kayle. So Kayle, yeah, just blew up Janna right there. But they're all focusing their DPS on Gwen, and this is why this strategy is so powerful. You're building high damage, you're DPSing high damage, and if you die, you are taking all that damage that could be going to those hyper carries and those late game AD carries, and you're soaking it all yourself, giving them a perfect opportunity to DPS their own kits while staying alive in the team fight and cleaning up all the damage that the enemy team has wasted on this Gwen that really isn't that much of a problem. With that play there, and the Gwen frontlining and putting all that effort and damage into the enemy team, we were able to actually secure a victory in that game. Thank you for enjoying another video from the Aint Inting Association. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. I would love to spark engaging discussion. If you have any personal questions relating to our channel or business or any coaching inquiries, you can reach me at aia.questions.coaching@gmail.com. Other than that, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel, as well as turning on your bell notification. It goes a long way to reaching all corners of the globe, and I genuinely appreciate your support when it comes to this new channel. Anyways, have a lovely day, ladies and gentlemen. Take care.